The 12th of August, Rio de Janeiro, 2016. I woke up on the biggest day of my life. The day I was dreaming of since I was 8 years old. The day I fight for my Olympic dream. I packed my bag for the competition and head to the bus with the entire Israeli judo delegation. On the way to the judo arena, my heart is racing, adrenaline is pumping, and I'm telling myself, you only have control over one thing. Giving everything you have, no matter what. Fighting, even when it's tough. Knowing that you left it all on the mat. I push aside the thoughts of what if. My first fight is against an opponent from Egypt. There's a lot of talk about this match. Will he even show up and agree to fight? Will he refuse to shake my hand? Will he be extra aggressive because I'm from Israel? I look at Oren, my coach, in the eyes, and we both know I'm going to win this fight. And I do. I win. He refuses to shake my hand. The crowd boos him. So I move to the next round, and I win again. I feel unstoppable. After 4 matches, I find myself fighting for the bronze medal. And then, I do it. I win an Olympic bronze medal. I'm standing there on the podium, looking at the Israeli flag, and remind myself, it was all worth it. Going back home, I had no idea how much my life was about to change. 2,000 people are waiting for me at the airport, and suddenly everyone in the street knows my name. And me, I'm the happiest person alive. There is no greater feeling than achieving your biggest dream. 5 years later, I'm back in the Olympic Games, but this time in Tokyo. I'm fighting for a second Olympic medal. But in Tokyo, I lose. First round, I'm out. I lose to the French opponent. You know how is it as a British to lose to French? It's not nice. And I'm no longer the hero. The media writes that I should have retired. I knew with my last Olympic Games, I won't have another chance, and what a terrible way to end my career. I start questioning myself, should I have retired after Rio? Why didn't I push harder? I was angry with myself, disappointed. Back in the Olympic Village, the mood was heavy. The entire Israeli judo team, both men and women, had just lost. There were high expectations from us, and for good reason, because for years, judo is the most successful sport in Israel. We've won Olympic medals, World Championship medals, but in Tokyo, we fell apart, individually and as a team. Maybe it was COVID, maybe tough draws, maybe we weren't mentally ready. At that moment, it was hard to say. Judo is an individual sport. You fight alone. If you win, you get the glory. If you lose, there's no team to cover for you. You need to deal with the losing by yourself. But it wasn't over. For the first time in Olympic history, judo had a team competition. Each country selects 3 men and 3 women from different weight categories in the last day of the games, and the team with the most wins moves on to the next round. Now let me tell you something. Most of us didn't want to compete in team competition. We just lost. We felt we failed. We were sad. All we wanted to do was to be alone, lick our wounds, and set goals to the future as individuals. But our coaches saw the team competition as opportunity. So they gathered us and took us in a group to stand in front of the Olympic rings, and this is what they said. Tomorrow, each of you has a chance to change the story of these Olympic Games. The mission isn't over. Fight for Israel. Fight for the judo. Fight for the flag. We put our hands together and we shouted, El, Israel, El. I want to hear you. El, Israel, El, Israel. And something shifted. But I have to be honest with you. Even after that emotional speech, I still struggled. I just lost. I was tired. I was ready to go home and start a new life as a speaker, as an entrepreneur. The Olympic journey is brutal. You travel the world for training camps, competitions. You're dealing with pressure, criticism, expectations. And yes, there are beautiful moments. You're winning a medal, you're feeling success. But at that moment, I felt like I have nothing left to give. I was afraid of disappointing my team. I knew I wasn't at my best. And then the self-questioning and the doubts started to creep in. What if I lose again in the team competition? Should I say I don't feel well? You know that feeling, right? When something scares you and you try to avoid it? Well, I know one thing. Quitting is the worst thing you can do. Because quitting means letting fear win. So I choose to fight for the last time. Not only for me, but also for my team and also for my country. The day after, I lost to the Olympic champion, Teddy Riner. It was a tough fight. I gave everything I had, but Teddy was better than me. But guess what? No one was mad at me. Instead, I got hugs. For the first time in my life, I truly understand what it means being part of something, fight for someone else. During the matches, I cheered my friends, I supported them just as they supported me. And then something incredible happened. Athletes who had never beaten top opponents suddenly found incredible strength. How? Did they magically become better in one day? No. They fought harder because they knew the team needed them. And when you know people are counting on you, you find a way to win. The October 7th changed all of us. By the way, that's the picture from the competition. You can see the women did a great job. The men also, we felt like one group. It was an incredible moment for me, but also a very strange one, because I never received a medal after losing. It wasn't the kind of reward I was used to. In fact, it took me years talking about this day as a victory. I was ashamed of it because I lost. But today, 5 years later, I see it differently, because sometimes it's not about you. You know what? It's even not about me. It's about us. It's about pushing a little bit harder. It's about not giving up when you have all the reason to say, I'm done. It's about standing by the people who need you. And because each one of the members understood that, we were able to defeat some of the greatest teams in the whole world. We defeat Russia. We defeat Hungary. We defeat the Netherlands. And we won the Olympic team bronze medal. When you fight for others, you find strength you didn't know you have. October 7th changed all of us. It caught us off guard, angry, scared, uncertain. But the days following the attack, I saw the beauty in our people. The solidarity, the care, the way everyone searched for a way to contribute. People went down to the kibbutzim, supported families, athletes, led training sessions, and gave mental talks, mental resilience about how to grow, how to be better, to kids across the country. I remember one of my meetings with evacuees from the south. I was sitting in my car, and suddenly the anxiety I'd been feeling was replaced by hope, by optimism that I so desperately needed. And in that moment, I realized the power of community. Being part of something, giving back, it brings a sense of security, of belonging. And when I say community, it's the communities in Israel, and it's you too. The Jewish communities around the world. We received so much love, strength, support, and we felt together like we've never felt before. It's said that October 7 was the reason for this, but it's part from our Jewish journey. And we endured so much, the Holocaust, wars, anti-Semitism. Now October 7th. Yet this small country called Israel is here to stay forever. Because we have to remember, even in the hardest moments, when we don't feel we're fighting for ourselves, we have to remember to fight one for each other. We have to fight every day for hope, for optimism, for community, there in Israel and here, where we are now with you. When someone feels sadness or fear, it's okay to share. More than that, it might remind someone else that is not alone. Our true strength and power lie on standing together, on lifting each other up, on supporting the ones who feel like they're giving up, just like we did in Tokyo. So I want to ask each one of you, what is your role in this community? What is the one thing you can make to make this community stronger? What will give you more confidence, more hope, more optimism? I know you have it in you. How do I know? Because you chose to be involved. You chose to support children and help them to grow, not as individuals, as a team, as a community. The same children I had the privilege to meet in Neve Hadassah by Youth Aliyah a little while ago. It was an incredible moment for me because right after this session, some young kid came to me and he said, I want to be Olympic champion. I said, wow, I'm behind you, standing there behind you. Now you have the responsibility to be an even bigger part in this community. I know you believe in us. I believe in you. Let's fight for hope. Let's fight for each other. Am Israel Chai. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.